This year's event was fantastic. We ended up clocking through some AI and Google stats that we had several thousand people go through Catawba Falls, had a couple of thousand people come into town for Friday, Saturday, and then about 1,000 people on Sunday. But a lot of them, you know, that doesn't even count how many went up to Catawba Falls, and the opening of Catawba Falls went beautifully. You all were there. It was awesome. And everybody's just been enjoying it. So it's really great. The Trails and Trains Festival really went well. We're really looking to beef up Friday night or the night before. We're also looking at possibly changing dates, but we're going to be discussing that in the forensics meeting tomorrow. And that meeting, we encourage you to come to that, and that is at 9 a.m. here. And we'll be kind of going over everything. Major special thanks to the town of Old Fort. Y'all have just been spectacular. Renee, you've helped us so much and everything. The great thing is that we do have our nonprofit status, and so we will be getting, that organization will be getting their own bank account. So thank you so much for the help and allowing us to shuttle our nonprofit monies, through the town of Old Fort and assisting us in that. Thankfully, next year we won't need to do that. We will be looking for continued support next year as we grow, but we actually did raise quite a number of funds this year, which we'll be going over at the meeting tomorrow and everything. So had a number of great fundraisers, a lot of different ways to pull in several $1,000s, which is really nice. Obviously, we need to grow that, and it needs to get bigger and bigger, but part of that's going to be, Friday night with the entertainment, getting tickets, all that kind of stuff, and making it possibly a paid event. And then also with the amount of traffic and us having the demographics that we did come through, we're really going to see a number of vendors, increase, which will be, an income source for the festival as well. So everything was great. You'll get the full rundown tomorrow if you're able to come to the meeting. And then as for Old Fort Business Association, we've got executive group kind of forming, and which is great. We're going for our nonprofit status. So if, as we start fundraising and stuff, if we can continue to use the town of Old Fort for banking on that would be great, but we're going to be getting that status as soon as possible. We've got a beautification team, which we're going to have pulling together and coming in to introduce themselves to you guys over the next couple of meetings and everything, just so that we can kind of talk about some of the projects we're thinking of, and taking along storefronts and everything, new benches, repainting the concrete planters that are out there to make them stand out a little bit more with those beautiful flowers and everything that are in them, stuff like that. So this 4th of July, I know that Shady and I need to sit and talk, but I want to do a lot of the advertising for it, but we're not going to go into the planning of the 4th of July because we've got major ideas for the year after that, and 2025, is it 2025? 2026 is the 250 year anniversary for the country. There's a major nationwide celebration that's going to be going on. We'd really like to kind of put together an Independence Weekend festival to celebrate that, especially on that year. And there's a couple of grants that we're looking at possibly getting together, that we're looking to apply, that will, as soon as we get the information, we'll be bringing to you guys to see if we can get your support and everything. Talking about a walking museum, kind of some placards talking about some of the most historical things around our town and things that are really important to us and stuff, so that when we get people coming in as they're walking up Catawba and Main Street that we're working so hard on fixing up, we can have some really nice points of interest for them and everything, really kind of draw them around town, which will help as foot traffic, broaden business and everything. So